And welcome back, citizens one and all. We're on a hunting trip out near, I guess the closest thing right now is Smuggler's Path. We found a bear. We just have it. We need some animal fat, so I figured we would talk about animals. Let's kill a bear. Should be 3 shots. And from there, and there's one. There's normally more. Ooh. They seem to run in packs of 3 to 4, so before you ever loot the bears, I normally give it a minute. And then, yeah, there's another one. Headshots normally are double. But the bears are really nasty. They make no noise. None of the animals make noise. None of the aliens make noise, so I must be on the lookout. But we need animal fat, so that's what we're trying to get right now. So we're actually headed out to hunt the deer that are near here. Why? Animal fat seems really hit or miss. It's better for the deer. I get it off the bears sometimes, but I almost always get it off the deer. So let's continue on, looking for the deer to just start spawning in. It may be a bit. So, is that one? Oh, speak of the devil. Let's chase it down. That's a beauty. Nice. Well, he had good antlers. Oh, there's another bear. Bad angle there. Let's do a loop around here. Should be at least maybe one more, depending. I did not remember animal fat being this hard to get, but maybe it is. So this is what we're doing, wasting our time right now, looking for deer. We do this daily quest. Another bear. The aggro range on these bears is absolutely obnoxious too. Yeah, there comes one. Oh, there's our buddy from earlier. Oops. I think we're good. Get that one first. The downside is the knives do break down a bit too quick. Boy, they really did make the animal fat rare when they, there we go, updated this quest. We got 2, we need 5. It's nice that it plays a noise each time, actually. Oh, yeah, we're going to be here a while, guys. It seems like they did make it rarer on purpose. We'll stick with pistol for now because we're about out of rifle. This is the Gracevale Station. We'll run this way. They typically are all on the tracks through here in the EZRA Valley area. And it's more bears than I've seen in a while too, so. But I typically see more from the deer. But we are doing this quest just because the reward is better for the Red Peggy quest lately. The reward seems a bit improved, but it also seems like it's harder to get a few aspects. The biggest one being animal fat. And we had a bunch. I'm not sure where it went. I couldn't find it in the bank, so I had to take the time to come out and do this. Talk about a horse riding simulator here. They normally start showing up right about now. Either way, here's the bank, so we'll make a pit stop here. Oh, there's a deer, in fact. Is that a dead bear? That is a dead bear. People waste a lot of time doing this, huh? Okay. Let's check in the bank here. We'll go ahead and stash a few things. We need to grab a little bit of that. Stash that, stash that. Stash. I think we'll double check for our animal fat because, like, where's it going? So yeah, we just have the 2. I wonder where the rest of my animal fat went. I must have lost it on a death or something because we had like 20. So yeah, we're having to take all that time to hunt now. But the good patch is right up here, right through here. The good patch of animals, like right through here. So let's do that now. Had I known it would take this long to find all the animal fat, I'm not quite sure if I would have really made this into a video or not. Because typically the deer are running all through here, but they're really not today. At least not on this server. But normally I ride through here, and just on the train tracks alone, there's enough to complete any quest, like 5 to 10. I'm not seeing anything out here. This would be a decent base building spot too, kind of off the path. Let's go check over there, I guess. So we killed that one deer right over here. Oh, howdy doody. Good headshots there. We'll check that field. What do we get from him? Money. Ooh, not worth the ammo spent there, literally. Something like the seeds would have been way better of a reward there. It's a lot of meat. Alright, let's go this way. I guess we'll get to the town and check the other side of the town. There's another area where bears spawn a lot, and it seems like bears are our best luck so far. So we'll go to another bear spawn that I know of. Unless we happen to find a bunch of deer all of a sudden. And I doubt we will. Oh, I hate the rocks in the bushes so much. That's one of the biggest complaints I see is nobody likes the amount of foliage in the game. It's just too much foliage. And the funny part is there used to not be this much. They eventually did change it and, like, obviously well overdid it. Ooh, someone's got a little hunting cabin here. I wonder if they have any luck. Looks like a hunting stand. Maybe they run through here really thick. Oh, jeez. Maybe they're hunting for these things. We see another. Oh. Aliens. Aliens everywhere. Do those ones give us animal fat? That's the real question. Probably not. Raw metal. Not really worth the ammo spent. What about this fella? $6. They really need to work on those loot tables. It's nice when they drop rare items, but generalized loot table items is just stupid on things that they like that. It blows my mind that they can't logic that out. Alright, anyways. The whole goal of this was animal fat, but we just seem to be kind of on a generalized expedition here. Too much horse riding simulation. Okay, so the other one I know of is like the Northern Thread. Right there. So we'll go that way. Oh, in fact, there's a bear there too. Any more should come from right in front of us. Through the bushes, even. I think you should get meat and fat every time with a chance for a pelt or claws. I think it's weird how you don't get meat and fat every time you kill an animal, but what do I know about making a video game? So, sarcasm implied. We never loot half of these farms anymore because the loot's never good, but sometimes the big biped monsters will spawn back here. And then through all the bushes. Yeah, there's one. Okay. Howdy doody. Oh, he's got some serious reach. Huh? Well, he don't want to die. Should probably take a med. Now, if you get killed by the monsters, you won't drop any loot. You can come back and just loot your whole tombstone if you did not know that. Money 3 times in a row there. Each time a little bit more than the last time. Still not really worth the ammo spent to kill them. I would much rather get the rare items that we had seen a few times, like the potato seeds and whatnot, so. But normally through here as well, there's a pretty heavy buildup of bears. But again, the one time I want to talk about the hunting grounds, I can't find a damn single thing to hunt. Yeah, right through here is typically a bunch of stuff. Lord only knows I've died to just the noise, just the animals and no noise 50 times over when I'm not paying attention. This is like a rock quarry or a metal quarry, I forget which. That's nice. Looks like maybe it's both. It was nice of them to add those resources, but still, half the time it's not enough. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna wind up being all the way over in Clover Plains by the time this is all said and done with this type of luck we're having. All you need is 5 animal fat, I didn't think. I mean, 10 bears later, and we still have the original 2 that we got early on. It's gonna be an obscenely long video. Oh well. I'll cut a little bit out, but I thought it would be a little bit quicker. That's something they need to fix. I think this is too much to just get some animal fat. Maybe I'll post more of the video just so they can see how obnoxious it is riding in circles looking for animal spawns. I know all the hot spots, or a lot of the hot spots, and still, sometimes you seem lucky to find anything. And then in big open fields like this, there should be a bit more wildlife, I think. There's some nice houses out here, like way far out. Good building spot, for sure. People don't get bugged out here. This looks like a whole little community even, like a clan or something. Very cool. I like seeing that. They're all very similar sized houses and whatnot. It almost looks like a little purposeful frontier looking thing. Maybe they're building their own town. Alright, up here is another spot where the bears will spawn. Out by the Clover Plains farm out here. And if there's nothing here, we're going to have to cabin travel back to where we started and see if anything's respawned out there, I think is what we need to do. We got a long way to go. Oh my lord. This is why I almost never come out this way, because it's really barren. They need to get on it and release these thunderstorms and the other thing already. I think that would be beneficial for them to just get the rest of this stuff content-wise unlocked and pushed out. It seems necessary. I think people are starting to get pretty bored again. And don't get me wrong, I have my fun with it, but sometimes there's just not quite enough to do, as evidenced by this 20-minute long horse riding video. It's just a bush. We're almost to the farm. I've sworn there was something that spawned out this way too. Maybe not, just a big hill. There's normally deer and bear out here by this last farm. But again, like I said, it almost seems like stuff is not spawning as much. There's a lot of PvP going on too. Somewhere. Nope, just a tree. But like a potential walker of some sort there. Which farm is this? I don't remember. But normally, yeah, there's a big handful of bear out here. Angel Farm, of course. Not seeing anything. Very disappointing. Yeah, normally there's bear or deer or both in this area. There's nothing, but this is a nice flat space to build on if you wanted to. Okay, let's just go back to the cabin. All that riding for probably nothing. We'll check the forest here on the way out. Sometimes things blend in, but all this for some animal fat. I can see why people get tired of this quest. I did it once the other day, and I like how it gives the supply flare now. Too bad the flares suck now, though. That's probably why they started including it as a reward piece. So they nerfed them really bad. Sometimes you really wonder about the logic of things, decisions that devs make, and just... Yeah, well, I'm not going to get into it. Let's just go to the cabin and fast travel back towards the Gracevale area. Good lord. And this is why Western games are fun, but not when you make them so empty that they're not fun. This is too much riding around and not enough to do. And for the longest time, people wanted more, so they made this vast, empty wasteland. And it's now it's not enough. Like, and no, if you're gonna make a Western map this big, you absolutely need to shove way more stuff on it. Oh, there's the broken flowers. Like, people complained when the map was this size, right here, and that there was too much stuff here. And everything that we see over here used to be down here, so they just moved the resources from down here up here. So they didn't create anything new, and that's where the complaints come from, I think, is the fact that they just didn't do anything other than add a bunch of, like, procedurally generated space and nothing, literally nothing new. Let's go right to there. So I think that's the biggest issue, is the fact that, yeah, they have a nice sized map now, but they need to fill it up. There needs to be a big western town, a bunch of other cool stuff that just doesn't exist yet, so. But yeah, the northern side of the map is way too empty to me, in my mind, so. Just not enough to do. Oh well, people still play, so there's that. But we're going to look over here again for bear, and then we're probably going to give up. And Lord knows if this video is going to get posted if we don't find bear. Or deer or anything right now. I'm tired of running in circles. There's got to be something out here to hunt. I probably could have chopped up that bear dead on the tracks. At Gracevale, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, here we go, finally. See how he just, like, insta-aggroes to me? Like, any semblance of noise, he just comes flying. towards me. There should be one in the weeds here too. These things run from a long way off half the time too. Animal fat, please. Oh, howdy doody. There we go. Okay, we're good. Man. Yeah, see. Press V to change the angle like that, by the way. Come on, man. 3 more animal fat. No. Okay, then. This is painful. This is not hunting. This is losing your mind. Like, the deer normally are way more built up, too, so... I find it very bizarre that I'm finding twice as many bear as I am deer. I think we got that one. I think we've killed 10 or 15 bear now and seen, yeah, a fraction of deer. We should probably take that at this point. Yep. Oh, howdy doody. Ooh. Okay, then. Animal fat, please. No? All claws? Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just say this was hunting in a nutshell. I don't think we're going to stick around for the 5 animal fat that I need. Unless we really find some stuff real quick. Oh, more bear. Goodness gracious me. Apparently I didn't get enough ammo. See, there's another bear running this way, I think. Come on down. This is an insane amount of bear. To no avail, too. We're going to run back to the bank down there and... Wow. Oh, oh my. Ooh, he got us a little bit. There's another one way over there, dude. Hey, brother. Good kill. At least we know where the bears spawn, but we did a lot running for like no reason. I probably could have doubled back and been fine, honestly. Very, very frustrating, so. Oh, Lord. Let's get down the track here. We'll check for the deer again. Stop at the bank. And then probably just chalk this expedition up to a failure if we don't find the 5 animal fat that we need. And we'll blame the devs, as always. Because why does it really take this long to find animal fat from animals? They nerfed the drop rate, obviously. Which makes literally no sense. We'll add more loot options to the game, but we'll make them really hard to get. Great plan, Bob. Great plan. See, I don't like stuff like that. I just find it kind of weird, questionable, to change how some loot is gotten and then to then make that loot harder to get. Maybe I'm just having bad dice rolls here, but I really feel like, no, some sort of ulterior motive is here with obtaining animal fat, obviously. I had 20 on me. I swear I put it in the bank. Maybe they, made it disappear, even. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't put anything past them these days. Yeah, look at this. All these bear claws and all this stuff. It's a lot of meat, too. 2 whole animal fat. I probably should put it in the bank just in case I die, but whatever. We'll make it that much harder on us. Okay, there's a deer. Okay, nice. At least they have things to shoot. That's an improvement from the old mindset of there will never be any NPC anything. Animal fat. Nope. Okay, we're gonna zigzag through here a minute. And then probably just say fuck it. Too frustrating, too annoying. In fact, let's just double back towards Gracevale and see if those things will just respawn back there faster, maybe. And yes, let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, there's a deer. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, 1 whole animal fat. This just feels so trolly, dude. This should be a live stream at this point. Seriously, though. Good lord, this is gonna take forever. This could take forever to upload. I'm gonna trim it down a bit, but still. Ugh. That's some seriously garbage luck, or they did nerf animal fat to the point that it's painful, very painful. To the point I'll never probably never do the quest again, honestly. I thought it would be cool. That'd be a cool little video, a quick little video, but no. We're still here, Bob. It's been an hour, literally. Literally been an hour. Oh, at least they respawn quick. I get my ass chewed on there? No, what? I thought something hit me. Weird. Only 2 hits with the knife there? Okay, then. And see, again, now this is turning into a thing where we use the tier 2 or tier 3 ammo. So is this really worth our time? Because now we've burned a lot of ammo and we're not getting any loot whatsoever that we even need or remotely want. All to get some animal fat to turn in for a quest reward. Animal fat. Animal fat, you have to will it. Will it. Perfect bear skin. Well, I mean, I suppose those have their place too, but... No, I mean, really, at this point. Oh, bear. Apparently bear hunting's the best choice here. Since this is deeper in the trees, we'll give this a minute. Anybody else? I don't feel safe. Bear fat. Animal fat. Oh, 5 claws. Oh my gracious. I think this was about where we saw the first one today. As So we're about to double back. At least they're respawning quicker than I thought they would be. But yeah, the amount of ammo we've spent now is beyond me. Absolutely beyond. Like a normal amount of ammo to spend to do something like this. I don't get it. Could there be anything further out here? I don't know. Like, should we just ride back and forth at this point? Don't know. We're at 3 of 5. Is that a bear? Yes. At least there's a lot of bear, and there's a deer in the background. Let's go find that deer. He probably already ran way off. Oh. Let's just kill all the bears and forget about the deer. How about that? Ah, there we go. Maybe one of these three will give us what we want. No. No. Please? Oh my lord. I'm calling it. They really did nerf animal fat horribly. There was a deer back here. So if you have a bunch of animal fat, well, if you thought you had a bunch of animal fat, number one, you should check and see if it's still in your bank, because if it's not, that means they deleted all the animal fat out of the banks, and then nerfed how hard it, or like nerfed how easy it was to get, made it harder because they changed the quest reward. I know I'm not that crazy, but it sure does seem like I am. Okay, there's a bear. There's a bear. Any other bears? Ooh, excuse me. Come over here and die, please. No, don't shoot at me, bro. I swear, if I get hit right now. Oh. Just run for safety. We got the 5. Oof. Just kill the bears, bro. You're like, I don't feel like getting shot at. These are my bear. Is this guy just gonna shoot at me? Because we got our 5 finally. I'm taking that animal fat. I ain't sharing nothing, dude. Oh, I ain't sharing it. His inventory was full, so I'm out of here, man. Finally, an hour later, we're about dying. It seems like it's best to hunt the bears because they have the chance to give 2 at once. The deer, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to think of that, guys. That was a lot of time. Let's get on back to Red Peggy. Now, the whole point of this was just to do a little bit of hunting. Like, I was going to talk about hunting more, but it turned into a ginger rage about no animal fat being in the game. We got 8 at the end of all that. Right at the end, we got a bunch at once. But it still literally took us an hour to do that. Let's go get our reward. Let's see what we got. Howdy, Red Peggy. There we go. Yes. Let's examine the contents. See, this is the Gunslinger bag, Equalizer, Black Widow, Cattleman, Coach, or 49er Cattleman, and some ammo choices. Like, you get normally 1 or 2 items out of that, and same with the Alchemist bag, which is pretty good, but we're going to save those for now. Let's go to the bank and stash it. And we're going to call the video there, guys. I'm going to chop it down a little bit, but I think I'm going to leave the bulk of it just to show how obnoxious the animal fat is to get all of the sudden. It was, I swear it was not like that back when Red Peggy's Quest for Rewards were a little less. And that was a long time ago. I've not really messed with the quest at all lately, so yeah, that was very obtusely annoying. But anyways, y'all take care, enjoy the West, watch out for the bears that make no noise, watch out for the bandits.